Hi guys, welcome to my fitness vlog. Welcome to post Mother's Day run, because obviously it's Mother's Day in the UK at the moment. I think it's like we're one of the only places in the world that has our Mother's Day on this day. I think like Mother's Day is later in the year, isn't it, for most countries? But anyway, yes, it's Mother's Day today. Husband practically kicked me out the house because he's going to surprise me with something, or him and Bubs are going to surprise me with something. I don't know. But but I'm glad that he kicked me out of the house because I've just had like a really lovely run. It's a solo run because I'm sure my other running partners are just making the most of their Mother's Day and not getting out of bed. So I ran in my favourite place. The sun's out. It's cloudy, but it's sunny. So it's not like a grey day. It's like just a few clouds scattered here and there. It's wet because obviously it's rained during the night. But it's a really nice temperature in terms of, I think it's like 6 degrees, or it says 7 on the car thing. It's just it's a really nice breeze as well. So when you feel like if you're getting too hot, you get this like nice breeze cooling your face. So it's really nice. Obviously there's no rain, so it's just having to jump over a few puddles here and there. But yeah, it's absolutely lovely here today. So I'm really glad I did it. I stopped a few times, but I really pushed myself, I think, going up the hills and stuff. The only times I really stopped was a few times when my legs were just really hurting, and I did have a moment where I had to stop because I felt really sick. So yeah, I stopped then. So my time, I think I'm at like 28 minutes 58 or something for the entire run, because obviously it was 4K. My kilometers were all over the place. I think my first one was like 6.5 minutes for the first kilometer. Second kilometer was like 8 minutes. I don't know what happened there because I ran to the top of the hill, which is just after I hit 1 kilometer. So I did the first kilometer, and then just after the first kilometer is the steep hill. So I walked for a bit from there, and I must have just done a bit longer walking than I thought I did. Yeah, because I ended up doing 8 minutes for the second kilometer. Third kilometer again was like 6.5 minutes, or just like 6 minutes 13, I think it was. And then my last kilometer was 7 minutes spot on. But yeah, it was a really good run. I really enjoyed it. So let's just see how today goes. Got to wait for the shop to come in. So I'm going to have my omelette when I go home. I had fish and chips last night because we had my best friend come to stay or visit. And I had my stuffed cookie pie, which I really regretted afterwards because it was just so much sugar. But it was delicious. So, you know, yeah, the run was mostly to run that off. So I'm gonna have my Caesar salad for lunch, and for dinner, and we got some sausages out the freezer, so I'm gonna make sausage and chips, so homemade chips in the air fryer, sausages in the oven, and some probably like baked beans or something. I've got to see what's in the cupboard. So that's the deal for today. And I've got my salted caramel brownie as well. That's my treat for today. We shall see. We shall see how this week goes. I didn't drink all my water either yesterday. I was quite bad, but then I get distracted because my friend was around. So I did drink one fill of the bottle. I didn't then refill it and drink more. I refilled it, but then didn't drink the rest of it. But anyway, let's see how today goes. Hopefully I'll remember to drink all my water. I think it's going to be a nice chill day. I don't know what we've got, if we've got anything planned for today. I don't know if my husband's planned anything. I don't know. Maybe we'll come up here if it's not raining, because it is nice here at the moment. So I think my son wants to come up because he hasn't been out of the house now for like 2 days. I feel a bit bad for him. So yeah, we'll see if we'll come here. Maybe like we'll get my son to ride his bike up here. We'll see what happens, and I'll try and film a bit of it because obviously it counts as exercise if we're walking here, because it's like 6 kilometers here and like from my house to here and then back. So it's a like I said, it's a good walk. If not, I'll probably see you for Tuesday's run. So I will see you whenever. Hi guys, welcome to Tuesday. So I finally did it. I finally getting back into a routine. Today was hard though, like really hard. I just could not be bothered to run today. My legs were just not feeling it at all. I'm glad I got out, but yeah, it just weren't really for a run. It was more just for like some fresh air and to listen to my one of my favorite podcasts. So yeah. Not really feeling it. My legs are absolutely killing me. I don't know why. Maybe because I did some like weighted squats and lunges yesterday. and they're kind of like feeling it from then, and also the fact that I ran on Sunday, so it's probably like my legs are still recovering. But yeah, anyway, so I'm glad I did that. Sunday was Mother's Day, so we went out and had like a real sort of like hefty meal that we weren't expecting to do, but we did it anyway. It was absolutely delicious, and because it was Mother's Day, I allowed it because it's a special day for me. So yeah, it was absolutely delicious. I had mini lamb kebabs with Mediterranean vegetable couscous and like a mint yogurt. That was my starter. Then for main, I had roast beef, Yorkshire pudding, roast potatoes, cauliflower cheese, broccoli and carrots and roasted parsnip, and it was absolutely amazing. It was so nice. And then it's always nice, like, I love having a roast dinner that you haven't cooked yourself. You haven't spent all day in the kitchen cooking. And then for dessert, I had bread and butter pudding with custard, and it was amazing. And then obviously in the evening, I still had my salted caramel brownie that we got from our cake lady, so I had that. So yeah, that was the meals for Sunday. And because originally I was planning to make sausage and chips for dinner on Sunday, so I didn't have I'd got the sausages out the freezer, so they needed to be eaten. So we had sausage and chips yesterday, so it was kind of a not counting macros day yesterday. Although I still had my omelette and my Caesar salad for breakfast and lunch. It was just dinner was not what was planned. So today is going to be back on it. So obviously did my run. We'll have my omelette when I get in. I got my chicken for my Caesar salad, and I've got my chicken and rice from last week that I need to eat. So I'm hoping it's okay, because obviously when did I cook that? Thursday. So hopefully it's all right. I mean, I'm going to blitz it in the microwave, so I'm sure it'll be fine. We shall see. It's been in a sealed container, so I'm sure it's fine. So yeah, so that's the plan for today. Tomorrow's going to be a bit of a weird one because I need to see my sister. It's my sister's birthday at the end of the week, but she goes away for the weekend, and then when she comes back from the weekend away, she goes off to see my parents in Crete for like 2 weeks. So I don't know when I'm going to see her. So she's saying tomorrow evening. So yeah, I don't know with my sister what that means. So I don't know if that's going to be like for dinner, if it's going to be for like just to pop around for a cup of tea. I don't know. So yeah, we've got to see what happens. But yeah, other than that, I mean, tomorrow isn't really a exercise day anyway. It's more like I do my weights while Bubs is at nursery sort of thing. But it's more the dinner side of things. But yeah, we shall see. But other than that, I think this week is going to be a regular week. Because obviously this week weekend just gone, had my best friend Rosie round when we had fish and chips. So this week should just be a regular one. Anyway, hopefully I can get out for my run on Thursday. Gonna make sure I get out for my run on Thursday, because this is the sort of weather I like at the moment. I mean, it's grey and it's meh, but at least it's warm and it's like the sun is already up. Even though it doesn't really feel like it's quite dark. But anyway, yes, I need to head home to see Bubs off to go to nursery. So I will speak to you later. Hi guys, welcome to Thursday run. Sorry if the picture is really all over the place. It's super sunny here right now and also super windy, hence the hair. So apologies also for the hair. It's like, it's beyond help right now. Also, you can see I'm wearing a vest top because it was 9 degrees when I left this morning, and I thought, you know what, I'll brave it, because normally the weather has to be in double figures before I wear my vest top. But because it was nice and sunny, I was like, you know what, I'm going to get really hot in the sun in my long sleeve. So, and because obviously it's getting warmer as the day goes on, so I thought, you know what, I'm going to brave it. I'm going to see if I can do it. And I did. And I'm glad I did, because I'm sweaty even though I'm wearing this. I can't stay too long because I've got to get home. But yeah, I just wanted to say I'm very happy because I think that's the best run I've done in a while. First 2 kilometers were a struggle. I think my first kilometer was like just over 7 kilometers, like 7 minutes 15 per kilometer. And then my second one was like 7 minutes 49. But then my third kilometer was 6 minutes 15, and I don't think I've done that in a very, very long time. And then I think my next one was like 6 minutes 30. So also I ran up the big steep hill and I didn't stop when I got to the top. I ran for a little bit longer. I didn't run completely all the way, but I kept running for a little bit because my legs felt fine, but then all of a sudden my feet started cramping up, so I had to stop for a little bit. So I barely stopped. I think I stopped probably about 4 times But again, it's when I stop, but I just keep walking, so it's not like I'm stopping completely. And I only stop for a little while. So yes, I am very, very happy with myself because everything's just stopped aching as much as it was before. And I think because I'm being consistent, also I do think the weather has a lot to do with it. Also my diet probably as well. So yeah, I am very happy with today. So hopefully today's going to be a productive day. I got pole tonight, so yeah, we'll see how that goes. Also, oh yeah, I was going to do my stretches on Tuesday, and then we had a phone call from Bob's nursery to say that he had split his head open, so we had to go and take him to A&E. So so yeah, that didn't happen, but I did my weights yesterday, and hopefully I can do my stretches today. He's fine now, by the way. It was like, yeah, it was just a cut on his head that obviously looked worse than what it actually was, but he's had it glued, and yeah, he's fine now. So I think he's just a little bruised because obviously where something sharp hit him on the head. So so yeah, it just feels a little tender, but yeah, he's fine now. But anyway, I've got to try and get home before they leave, so I'll speak to you later. Hi guys, it's Saturday, so my husband has taken Bubs to rugby, so I've got the place to myself for an hour, but I just wanted to quickly sign off this video. So I didn't go to pole on Thursday because the last few days, I don't know what's wrong with my stomach, but I have been in so much sort of discomfort and pain. I just don't know what's going on. It's just like really, really bad bloating. Something I've eaten, even though I've not changed what I've eaten, is really affecting my my digestive system. I'm currently of the mind that it's my protein bars that I get. I can't, I'll put a picture of what the ones are that I get, but it's like the cheapest ones I can get. And what I've seen is one of this, I think it's the second sort of biggest ingredient in the bar is soy protein. And obviously my stomach does not agree with soy. I can have like little bits, but then if I have lots of it over time, my body starts to be like, hang on, what you're doing, this isn't right. You know you're not supposed to eat this stuff. And then it really affects me. Like soy is like a really sort of big trigger for me if I have too much of it. So that's the only thing I can think it could be. I also maybe think it's the chickpeas as well, where I've been having like chicken rice and chickpeas. I don't know if that's maybe sort of set me off a bit as well, because obviously legumes and pulses and things like that don't tend to agree with me much. But the first few times that I had it, I was fine. So I don't know if it's maybe the sort of irritation from the protein bars is then being exacerbated by the chickpeas. That's how it feels. But I'll see over like the weekend, because obviously I've now finished, because where I make a batch of the chicken, rice and chickpea thing, I've had it over the last 3 days, and it's been literally the last 3 days that I've had it where I felt really crappy. Now I'm not having it. I've got like sausage and chips. I'm making sausage and chips for dinner tonight, and then I'll be doing my keema on Sunday. So I won't be having it for a couple of days. So I'll see if my stomach goes down, because I even woke up this morning after having breakfast and I felt really crappy after having breakfast as well. So I don't know if it's just because it's all still in my system. I'm not sure. So to be honest, because I felt so bloated and everything and crappy this morning, I did wonder if I was going to notice any sort of change in my weight this week, because I've been really having to force down my water as well, because where I've been feeling so bloated, I've just not wanted to eat anything. A lot of the time I'm actually forcing myself to eat something. And like I said, so it's been at a point where I've just not been drinking anything because I've been feeling so bloated, and it makes me feel really sick if I try and drink anything with it. So yeah, I really didn't think I would lose anything. I mean, I guess I've been really consistent with my running, which is good. My diet again has been fine. I've had like the odd biscuit here and there, I will admit, but not like gorging. It's literally been like I've made I've got Bubs a few biscuits at the cupboard. Like this is like once a day. He has 3 biscuits and it's like, oh, I'll just have the 4th sort of thing. I think I did that twice this week because I was just like, my sugar levels were just like, I think a bit like that. It's been a very wavering week this week. But yeah, so I was quite surprised about the 1.5 pounds, because I felt like this week was a bit of a failure of a week. So it's encouraged me to do better for next week, to make sure that I do sort of keep up with my running, get to pole, and also stick to my diet. I think I just have these peaks and troughs where like I'll go a week and be really consistent and not sort of get tempted at all, and then I'll have other weeks like this week where I just see something sugary in the fridge or the cupboard and it just screams at me to eat it. So yeah, I was really pleased with myself for having that little for having some restraint in terms of just having the one biscuit instead of like 4 of them. But it's like last night as well, because I learned from last week where obviously I had the fudge brownie on a Friday during my stream, and I still lost weight, but it was like 0.2 of a pound. Well, this week I didn't have it, and I'd lost 1.5 pounds when I weighed myself this morning. So I definitely think that helps, not having a really heavy fudge brownie before you go to bed. So yeah, that definitely helped. But yeah, I'll have to keep you updated on what happens with my stomach. So I'm definitely going to be more tuned in, I think, for the next couple of days to see what happens with my stomach, like any time I eat. But yeah, it feels okay now, but literally as soon as I had my omelette this morning, it was just like I had just really bad pains and I felt like I really needed the toilet. So I don't know, again, if it's just because there's something that's sitting in my stomach that doesn't agree with me. As soon as I then put more food in it, it just sort of flares up again. I really don't know, because my stomach is so rubbish when it comes to food. Everything triggers my stomach. It's ridiculous. So I'm forever suffering from bloating. I don't think I'll ever not suffer with bloating, to be honest. But anyway, yes, so I'll have to do like a thingy next week, I think, and try and work out how much I've lost in total since doing these videos, because it's been a bit, isn't it? I mean, what? I don't think it's £10. It might be, I can't remember. I'm at 177 now, and I can't remember what I started off at. If I can remember, I'll put it on the screen so we can work it out. But yeah, it's a nice consistent like £1, £2 a week. I'm happy with. Yeah, I don't think I'll be losing like another, what did I say? I wanted to get down to 170, so I don't think I'm going to lose £7 in the next 3 weeks. I mean, it might happen, but I doubt it. But anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, then please leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already. You can also follow me on social media, all the links will be down below. If you want to support me further, you can subscribe on Ko-fi or Patreon, where you get an additional subscriber exclusive life vlog if you are interested in that sort of stuff. All the details are down below. But on that note, I shall say I love you guys, and I shall see you all in the next video. Bye.